Good afternoon, YouTube. How you doing? This is Chef Andre here. I've been asked so much times, when are you going to start a cooking channel? When are you going to start a cooking channel? When are you going to start a cooking channel? Guess what? This is the debut. I'm here in my grandma's backyard. Actually, my mom's backyard. I shouldn't say grandma, my mom's backyard. And we're going to do an amazing grilling episode for you today. I'm going to make a little lunch for my family. And yeah, we're going to get right to it. So follow me. I want to show you a couple things, okay? Let's start it out. Show you the grill I'm working with. I'm doing a tabletop grill here. This is one of the Costco Nexus grills, okay? Right now the grill is being used by a propane tank. I want to show you the propane tank down there. That's the heat source. So we're gonna get a nice even cook. Jump on over to show you the meats and vegetables that we're gonna be cooking with today, okay? I got simmering boneless beef, okay? We're going to be using this. The reason why this particular meat, you generally use this for simmering and stews and different things like that. The reason why I'm using this particular steak today is because look at this. Look at the marbling on this. When you grill this sucker, you're going to get some serious. What is marbling? See those little white marks in between the red? The red is the muscle, okay? And the white is what's called marbling, it's the fat. The more fat is when you put it on the grill, it melts, and that makes your meat very, very tender, okay? We got some asparagus, we got some oyster mushrooms in here, okay? And we also got some bell peppers, orange and red, all right? The oil that we're gonna be using today is an infused sun-dried tomato grapeseed oil. I always infuse my oils. I'll put a little bit of stuff in the bottom, and then that will give the flavor of the oil that we're gonna use. I'm gonna show you why and how we're gonna use it, okay? And also, of course, I'm already off. This is our oil here. Now, our little setup is very interesting. We're gonna take a little piece of paper. Every time you grill, you wanna always do this. We're gonna take a piece of paper, okay? We're gonna fold it a couple of times, and then we're gonna dip it into our oil, okay? And that's the grapeseed oil right there.
Choose your fighter.
The reason why I use grapeseed oil is a lot less saturated fats. The grill has been heating up quite a bit, so come on with me now. Okay, we make sure our grill's unlocked on both sides. I'm gonna pop it open. And right now you can feel the heat really coming off this grill here, okay? And we're gonna take this little oil mix and we're gonna soak our grill, okay? Oil our grill nice. The reason why you want that is because that's how you're gonna start and get your grill marks, and you're gonna get a nice clean grill, okay? You get some smoke off there, smoke is totally fine. Okay, don't be after some smoke out there. Typically gonna need to dry it. Don't let your rag or your paper get too dry because it does start to burn, okay? Make sure it's nice and wet, okay? With that oil. I'll do that a couple times, okay? So I'm going to look at the third time now. Alright. Now, we're going to let it heat up for a minute, and then we're going to start grilling in a minute, alright? Be right back. Okay, we're back. So we're going to take our steaks now. We're going to put them on our grill, and I want you to listen to something, okay? Do you hear that? That means you have a nice, blazing hot grill. You don't want to cook any steak on a grill that's not intensely hot, okay? One thing about grilling, and I love grilling, one thing I love most about grilling is every single grill has a hot spot. Whenever you buy a new grill, this is a brand new grill I just bought the other day, and I'm actually testing it out. And when I bought this grill, I'm going to close it down now. One of the things I noticed was that the grill had a hot spot. Every grill has a hot spot. The way when the engineers and manufacturers build it, for whatever reason, I don't know what it is, but there's one particular spot on it that's designed as a hot spot. And what you usually do when you're doing your meats, I want to show you over here, right here, is you make your meat rotate around. So for instance, right here is my hot spot on this grill, okay? So these are you see my larger steaks are here. So what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to make sure that my steaks start here and they finish off on the outside, okay? And that's gonna be my rotation. So it's kind of like a chess game you're playing when you're mixing around the meat there and different things like that, okay? Now, if you notice, the vegetables are all sitting and all that stuff there. That's all pure goodness. I'm gonna add a little bit of that infused oil, okay? There's a little bit of the steak juice on there, a little bit of that infused oil. Pour that on there. And just toss it around, okay? And that's my. There it is there, take a look at that. There it is, dude. That's my readiness for my grilling of my vegetables. Okay? So we're gonna come back when these are almost done. We're gonna come back and show you what the finished product on this looks like. All right. So we're here halfway through the process. What I like to do is I like to make sure your steak has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. Okay. When you're cutting it, just make sure you get a grill on each side. You see your grill marks are going right across each side, and flip it on each side so that you're getting an even cook distribution right through the entire product. Okay. Always have handy bottle of water, okay? Or some people like to use beer. Beer is flavor, water is just to cool down. So notice that I'm getting my flare up right here on my grill, okay? All you want to do, a little bit of water and just flare, okay? So you don't have your meat burned up, all right? And the reason why we do that is because it gives it a burnt flavor instead of meat flavor. Okay, we want to get away from that burnt flavor. We really want to stick to that product. We want to let that product speak for itself. All right. And personally, I like my steaks medium. So right now I'm cooking for my dad, my sister, my boys. As a matter of fact, believe it or not, we got someone famous on the camera, holding the camera right now. My son, he's actually Judah the Goat 13. Show yourself, Judah. Show who's
yes, sir. Gang. You already know the vibes.
Shout out. All right. And the reason why I shout him out is because he was actually the kicker to let me know, when we started the channel. Him and my sister were like, yo, you're always cooking. As a matter of fact, just to give you a little background on myself, I am a licensed chef from George Brown College. Did my two-year culinary management program. Was able to work in every level in the kitchen. I literally said I wanted to own my own restaurant. That was my goal. So what I said though was I said I want to work in every position. I want to start from a dishwasher and work my way all the way up. And literally I got my chance to do it. So I worked in every single restaurant, you name it. I worked in the hotel industry. Chef Flynn was an amazing, one of my first chefs, and Chef Clifton Jack. I actually worked at Jack Ass's, the Canadian place, one of my favorite restaurants to actually work at. One of the best management programs you ever would believe that they have there. And I went to the hotel industry and meeting one of my chefs in there. Taught me so much. Chef Flynn taught me so much. And then literally left there, branched off, and went into the restaurant industry and worked with Mark McEwen, who's well known in Toronto. His sous chef at the time, Mark Livingston, and that guy taught me, like, I mean, my gosh, hands down, he was one of the best chefs I actually ever worked with in terms of culinary, gastronomical cooking. It was amazing, just working under him. So he really taught me a lot of stuff. So left Canada, went to New York, worked in with my father-in-law for a bit, and did some stuff in there. Helped build 2 restaurants. He had one existing restaurant, took that over, revamped that entire restaurant, and then helped with the second restaurant that he opened. And man, I tell you, just got a chance to cook for Buzz Hargrove's parents. It was a massive outdoor catering event, so I did a lot of stuff in the industry, and really excited. So now it's time to give all that knowledge back to you guys, and really to show you some of the things that my kids, I'm telling you, they're spoiled. I tell them all the time, they are spoiled. They don't know. They wake up to like gourmet meals every single day, right, Judah the Goat?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I always tell them they're spoiled. So now it's time to, show you guys how it's done and some of the techniques I use, and just really give back. And it's really my passion now. It went from being, an industry thing where I was making money. I had my own catering company as well too. So now it's just really just trying to give back now. All right. So right now my steak done. This is like this. I'll give you a little secret. Okay. What you do in your hand. Okay. You touch here on this palm here. That's what you call rare. Okay. Put your finger down. That's medium rare. Okay. Feel the tension starts. Put the next finger down. That's medium. Okay. That's medium well. That's well done. And this is burnt. Okay. So those are your degrees right there. Jamaicans eat this burnt. Okay. They want it dead, and then when it's dead, bang! bang, they shoot it, okay? That's how my dad want his steaks. You want me to put it in the fire and then take my gun and bang, bang, hit it a couple times on the side, all right? So this, that's kind of a little secret for you guys there in terms of steak. So when you're feeling it, right, here, you're doneness, what you're doing, you're feeling there, and then you're touching here, and you're getting your doneness. So right now I know this is rare. Right now, all this is rare. I'm feeling it. Rare, and I'm really pressing on it to feel a bounce. I'm feeling the bounce back. Even if you get a nice shot on there, I'm feeling the bounce back. Okay, you see how bouncy that is? So I know that these are rare right now. Okay, they look done, but they're really not. Okay, so you really got to get that heat to penetrate all the way through. That's why you see me constantly flipping it. Why? Because I don't want it to cook on one side and not the other. All right.
Also, you also cook for the Prime Minister of Canada too.
Yeah, I cooked for Stephen Harper. No, not Stephen. Stephen Harper, was it? No, it wasn't Stephen Harper. Oh man, I'll get back to his name, but I cooked for one of the Prime Ministers as well too, and that was a real interesting experience. And I'll probably tell you guys. I'll tell you guys actually. I'll give you his name because honestly I can't remember his name right now. And then I'll tell you a story about that as well too. That's for another day. I can't give you everything in the first video, guys. Come on now. All right. So these are almost to where I wanted to do. I'm gonna have it from medium to well done today. We're gonna have a couple of mediums. Me and my boys, and then my sister as well too. She likes medium, and my dad likes well. So we're gonna do a medium and well. And also, I'm actually doing something special for my mom. You see me start cooking. I've been changing my eating pattern, trying to eat healthy now. And my mom wanted me to start cooking lunch for her every day, so I'm throwing a little side dish for my mom as well too. Just trying to get the family healthy, you know, because we want to live a long life, see our grandchildren, see our kids grow up, and all that good stuff there. And yeah, that's what it's really all about: food, family, and fun, man. All right, so we'll be back. Okay, so we got our vegetables on here, and whenever you're grilling vegetables, this is how you're gonna do the vegetables. Okay, vegetables are gonna be set up like this. You have the thing that takes the longest in the hottest part, and the thing that takes the easiest in the lightest part, okay? So you notice I got my bell peppers on here, they're in the hot zones, okay? I got my asparagus on here, they're gonna be done pretty medium fast, and I got my oyster mushrooms, they're gonna be done super fast, okay? All right, so while I'm doing that, very important keynote, when you're cooking with so much items, your mental focus has to be so sharp, so don't have a lot of distractions out here, kids running all over the place, because you know you're gonna burn something, okay? You're gonna burn it, okay? So don't burn up your food, all right? So I always remember my steaks are on here, so I'm gonna turn my steaks. I'm pretty much almost done, all right? If you notice they're on the side now, I'm doing the side cooking now of it. All right, getting the sides evenly done. While I'm doing that, my oyster mushrooms are like singing to me, so they're about to get ready to turn those in a minute. All right. My asparagus is doing its stuff. If you notice, coming close to this little pepper right here in the back, this little pepper right here. Look at the little bubbling around the edges. When you start to see that, that's your indicator that your food is getting ready to be turned. And if you can really even see this part right here, like this pepper right here, you can actually see the charcoal starting right there. So I know when I touch this one, there's gonna be a charcoal mark on here. Boom. See what I'm talking about? Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Those are your good marks. My oysters are ready to go. Okay. Look at those oysters. Look at those oysters. Ah, gorgeous. Okay. Gorgeous. Okay. That's what you call sexy food right there. Oh. And my flavor profile came strictly from here. All that right there, all that goodness, that was the steak juice. We call it au jus of the steak, okay? And I'm gonna give you guys a little secret, okay? I'm gonna come back and show you something. Here's the little secret I was telling you about. Get yourself a little baster, okay? Take your little au jus and just baste it back on there, okay? And what you're gonna be doing here is you're actually infusing flavor. Generally, this would actually be a mix. Sometimes I'd have either lemon, thyme from the backyard, oregano, whatever herb I want, and a wine, a nice red wine with it, all right, and then a citrus and acid, right? And I would take that and I would base that back on it, and as I'm turning it, that flavor, you see the color right there, that's gonna cook back into the steak, okay? So that's gonna be one of the secrets I'm gonna be showing you guys. I'll show you guys how we make those little marinades and different things like that. But let's get ready to turn our peppers. But again, that's for another video. We ain't trying to give you guys all the secrets in one video. I'm telling you, you trying to pull it out of me. I feel you guys, man. Damn. I mean, I don't even know why you're pressuring me so much. This is only my first video, you know? You trying to work out the kinks and the nerves and all that stuff. You just trying to pull everything out of me. My gosh, like, I mean, like, come on. Give a brother a minute. Let him get his foot wet a little bit. Holy. Okay. See, our peppers are doing very well. Our oysters are almost like completely done. And our asparagus, my goal is this. I feel like I'm a pastor and this is my sheep, okay? When I'm grilling, okay? Don't lose one sheep. There's a scripture that says when he lost one sheep, he went out, he left the 99 and went to go find one. Don't lose one. So when you're turning them, just simply give them a little light turn, okay? All in the wrist. See the wrist? All in the wrist, okay? From this section to this section, okay? Boom. A lot of people, it's funny, like, I see people cooking sometimes, I just watch them, and I'm like the simple stuff, they don't even get it. Like, I'm like, wow, like, what are we doing right here? And they're burning themselves, and they're over the fire like this, and they're screaming in their head. It doesn't even make sense what they're doing sometimes, like, right? The number one thing is safety. If you see my setup right here, I'm cooking on a table, and I got an umbrella over me. It's a little light rain outside today, but what we're doing is we've angled the umbrella so the smoke that's coming up from the grill is going to go up and be able to disperse, okay? Because we don't want a fire hazard. Number one, when you're cooking, always think about safety. Always got my spray bottle here, my water, just in case. And my garden hose is right around the corner, all right? And if I need to, I got a fire extinguisher just in the kitchen there, all right? So always make sure you're working safety number one, all right? So then my light turns. My oysters are done. When I set my plates up, this is gonna be my, what you call like family style setup here. We're not gonna serve up, I'm actually gonna do a la carte style setup. But when I'm plating, I like to separate everything and keep everything like, you know, nice and organized. This looks better, you know. And I'll tell you a story about that a little bit later though too. And why I even started to get like this in terms of my cooking. Still working on my sides, but my sides are like they're huge. These steaks are huge. It's like good 4-ounce chunky steaks, right?
And they're cut in half too.
That's right. This is actually a whole steak that I've cut in half. Good point, Judah. Okay, we're gonna do a little more basting, okay? Take our basting liquid. Hit it again, right? My veg is sitting in the liquid. My oyster mushrooms and my asparagus are sitting in this liquid. Some people will say, you know, when we were in school, they talk about cross-contamination. This isn't cross-contamination because guess what? You're going to be cooking off all that raw flavor and all that stuff that could potentially get you sick, okay? We're talking about food poisoning, right? Our asparagus literally is done. I don't like my asparagus looking any more than that, all right? Some people like them looking black and charcoal. This is perfect right here, okay? We are done. Again, careful when you're picking them up. Try to stay perpendicular to your setup, okay? Your room. And again, I like everything to look pretty. I'm putting them into place. So my steaks are gonna be lined up here. My peppers here. My oysters are right here. All right. Yeah, we're good. So we'll be back with another segment. We're finishing it up, and we'll let you know how all that looks, and we'll introduce you to the fam and say what's up. All right, guys. We're back in a minute. All right. So we are pretty much done our grilling. We got our setup here. We got our asparagus, our oyster mushrooms, our bell peppers. All right. And our beautiful, lovely steaks. Really what I would love with this is a glass of wine, but I ain't got no good wine today, so you know how it is. So, a little funny side story. As we were shooting, and I told you about my dad, I go in the kitchen and go grab some utensils that I showed you that basting technique. And my dad catches me in the kitchen. Guess what he says to me? Remember, from Jamaica. Hey boy, make sure you kill the steak. You hear me? No, he didn't say it like that, but in essence, he was saying, make sure my steak is well done. And I'm like, yes, daddy, I already talked about it on YouTube, okay. Oh my God. Trying to do something for the fam, and they be like, this, telling you. When you're a chef, you got a hard life, I'm telling you, man. All right. So yeah, our steaks are pretty much looking beautiful. Okay, we're pulling that one off. We're pulling that one off. All right. I like everything looking organized, man. Like detail. Don't give me no unorganization. I'm doing like a jigsaw genius puzzle right here. Okay. This one's done. That's little Michael Cruz. And it's funny, like when I look at food, I can tell who can eat what. Like I can look at a meal and say, okay, this is for that person, this is for that person. Like it's so funny. So that's pretty much it right there. I'm gonna close it out because my dad's, and I'm gonna let him just burn off. And I'm gonna go get my gun, load my bullets, and shoot it. All right. What I want to show you here, this is our dish right here. Okay. Look at that. Your boy, your uncle, your cousin, your nephew, Chef Andre. I'm out. All right, fam, we're here. We're at the meal time. I just want to show you the finished product here. Okay. So that's the finished product right there. All right. That's it right there. Juicy steak. All right. Got our oyster mushrooms and our asparagus. All right. Come right down on that. All right. And I got some guests with me today. I want to introduce some guests. So we'll start from left to right. Introduce yourself.
My name is Kristen.
All right.
You already know us, your boy Jugo 13 in the building, man.
All right.
Hi, my name is Maita.
That's right. So we are going to now try the steak, and I got my little. Let me set that here. Hold on. Let me show you. I got my little. I didn't have my little wine today, so I got my little Waterloo Pineapple Raider. Okay, this thing is hot. Okay, it's the best one I like is the grapefruit, but we only had pineapple. So cheers, guys, to a great summer and good eating. All right.
Yeah.
Cheers. All right. Okay, so let's try the steak. Okay. Let's try the steak here. I'm gonna bring it back a bit.
Good. Nice.
Yeah, even better. Thank you, Judo.
Welcome.
Okay, so I'm gonna cut into this bad boy. So I want to show you the doneness of the steak here. You got a nice medium doneness there. Okay, nice medium doneness. Oh my gosh,
Hey, look, you can see the fat right there.
that's what's up.
You got medium, I got
Medium well.
medium well.
And that is how you do it, man. Small grill. My seasoning was salt and pepper. Generally, I would do salt, pepper, and thyme, but I want it real simple today, salt and pepper. So I really want that meat to speak by itself, okay? So guys, we are out. We'll see you. This is the start of the channel, guys. We're going to bring some great, exciting videos to you guys. Look forward to it. Subscribe, post, tell your friends, your family, tell them all. We're going to do it on this channel here. All right? Guys, peace.